Hi everybody, John Wascavage here. Welcome to another episode of Codes Clips. Today I'm going to be talking to you about safety glass in windows in bathrooms. Now, safety glass, also known as tempered glass, is a special toughing glass that goes through a special process in the manufacturing plant called quenching. Now, what they do with this glass is they put it through tempered ovens, they heat it up to about 1200 degrees, and they blast high pressured air over the glass, causing the outer portions of the glass to cool. Now, the inside of the glass then starts to cool and tends to pull out towards the outer of the glass, causing tension. And the outer portions of the glass will start to compress. The compression is what gives you the strength, about 4 times more. Now, safety glass in bathrooms, there's some requirements where the tempered glass is required. You need to be at least 5 feet or less from floor, 5 feet or less from tub. So we're going to do a measurement here. Okay, we're less than 5 feet vertically, and then horizontally, obviously we're only a couple feet here. So this window here requires tempering. There's a little mark here at the bottom right hand corner that indicates tempering. Sometimes it's a little hard to see, but it's there. This glass passes inspection for safety glass in bathrooms. Now let's go to Sam. I hear he's in an attic. Let's go see what he's up to.
Hello, we're up in the attic today. If you want to come on up, it's a scorcher out. 95 outside, about 120 in here. We're talking about attic insulation, as you can see. This is all blown insulation. This is the industry standard nowadays. And what we have here at the entrance to these crawl spaces is usually a data sheet. This is going to tell you the type of material that's being blown in. It's also going to tell you the thickness, how many inches it's supposed to be, and how much is actually in here covering the square footage. And if you want to come up here, Mike, these are the little data tags you can see. They're required to be posted at different areas in the attic so that you can confirm what the data tag told us, 17.6 inches. That's how much was roughly blown into this attic. Now that's going to settle a little over time, but that's nothing to worry about. And this is, this is an attic, a Jetstream Ultra blowing wool, which is actually I believe a fiberglass blown in. And yeah, this is essentially the blanket to your house up above. In Pennsylvania, most houses are going to require R49 in the ceiling, and that's pretty high because of the snow that we get. But it also helps with all of your air conditioning needs too. All right, we're going to go to Mike. He's in at the office.
Hi, I'm Mike McDonald, the Codes Enforcement Officer at Silver Spring Township, here with another edition of our Code Clips. First, we want to thank Sam, man. It looked hot up there in that attic. But getting back to our code enforcement area, we want to talk about standalone ordinances this week, what they are, why we have them, and how you can use them in the township. First off, an ordinance is a piece of legislation enacted by a municipality, which you can imagine covers a wide variety of items, all the way from our police ordinances up to our 278-page zoning ordinance. A standalone ordinance, on the other hand, is something a little bit different. It's a smaller piece of legislation that's enacted to address one specific area of concern. For example, the township has a burning ordinance. This came about because we saw population density increasing, as well as some unsafe fires being burned around the township. As a result, our staff developed a two-page draft ordinance, which we presented to the Board of Supervisors. The Board of Supervisors took a look at it, made a few comments, made a couple changes, and then we presented this to the community as a whole. Once the community made their concerns known, we brought it back to a Board of Supervisors meeting where it was voted on and eventually passed into law. Now, not every ordinance draft goes that route. Some get stopped before they even get presented to the public based on board concerns. Other times it'll make it to the public and the community brings us concerns that we may not have thought of, and we decide to hold off on the ordinance. In the burn ordinance case though, that one went right through, and now we're able to regulate these fires throughout the township. If you want to take a look at all our ordinances, you can go to our webpage at sstwp.org. There you'll scroll down to about the middle of the page and you'll find a section of green tabs. One of the tabs says ordinances. If you click on it, it'll take you to a complete list of every ordinance we have, as well as a searchable bar at the top. You can review all the ordinances we have, and if you see a concern around the township, feel free to bring it to our attention. You can do that in one of two ways. First, you can stay right on our webpage and go over to another tab right there where you found ordinances called Report a Concern. This will take you to a step-by-step process where you'll be able to give us the location, the exact concern that you may have, and also you can leave an email or any other comments you may have regarding this problem. From there, we'll return any pertinent information to you. You can also leave those concerns anonymously, as we know many of you residents want to keep good neighborly relations. If you don't like using the computer, you can always give me a call at my office at any time, and I'll be happy to walk you through the issue, what I can do about it, and how the township works through each specific case. Well, that pretty much wraps up this month's edition for me of Codes Clips. I hope you learned a lot about our standalone ordinances, and we'll look forward to seeing you next month on another edition.